this is the demonstration, and this is the first thing you should be doing, how to share it with your class. So once you've created your site and it is fully as it should be, you're going to hit share on the top right over there. So now you're going to need to make sure that this is turned on. You need to make sure that there is page level permissions turned on. Right, so you're going to click enable page level permissions. You want to turn it on. Then, as you notice, this appears, but first we're going to do who has access. We're going to change to specific people. We only want our students to be able to see this, and then hit save. We are then going to add all of their names. You can copy and paste a list of their email addresses. Please remember these must be their Queens College email addresses with Google Apps. If their Google Apps is not already working, this will not work. So as you can see, I have several people here, so you can paste in your all of the students you want to have access to this, and then you hit send. So let's say I'm also going to share it with and I want to make sure that all of the people I add, they can view it. They cannot edit it. You do not want your students to be able to change your site. And you hit send. And now you can see, well, that's the person. Now you can see a list of the people who have access, and as you notice, they all can view except for me, who is the owner. Now you also might want to have, your fellow professors of the department, so you can do that. So once you have the departments that you want to be able to edit, you can click Can Edit, and you can do this for as many people as you'd like, but please make sure that your students cannot. Another thing, so now that we know that your students cannot edit the site, but they can view it, as you want to make sure. Now you might be thinking, well, what about, places where I want them to be able to contribute, like a class blog or something along those lines. That's fine, but remember we enabled page level permissions before, so now we'll be able to dictate exactly what parts of the site they can access. So now we click blog. Let's assume it's a blog, it can really be anything. And now as you see, it says use the same permissions as QPortfolio Seek template, but we don't. We want to use custom permissions, and we want to be very specific about who you want to add to the page, and hit save. So now you see they all can view it, but I would like them all to edit it. So I change them to be able to edit this page. Then I hit save. And now it's saved. So when we go to the site, as let's say this other identity of mine, we go back to the site. If we view it from me, from the Rachel.Stern identity, we notice that I have these little edit buttons. I can edit anything I want, and I can change it, which is obviously as I should as the owner. However, let's say we want to view it as a student, and I go into Rachel Stern, and I go into this one, which as we remember earlier, we added as a viewer, except in the blog. I'm just going to show them side by side now. On the blog, they can add new posts. So now that we're both on blog, notice this one can add new posts. They have the new post button. They can edit the page. But once I go over to assignments, now that disappears. They do not have the ability to do that anymore. Okay, so that's essentially the first thing that you need to do before setting up your students. Make sure to enable page level permissions, share it with the students as viewers, except on the pages that you want them to contribute. If you want them to have readings, if you want them to have really anything else. Please remember that you do not want to enable page level permissions for the assignment submission page. That will be done through a different method, and I will show that in a different video. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me.